Today I want to talk about radioactivity. Now, in the book, you'll see something like, in radioactivity, the parent, A, turns into the daughter, B, and it takes a particular half-life. In this case, will take 20 seconds. So what that means is that the radioactive material decays or changes into something else, and the time it takes for half of a sample to decay is 20 seconds. Now, what I'm going to do to model that is use some pennies. So I have 100 pennies here, and they're all turned heads up. We're starting with 100% parent, or A, which is radioactive, which means that it's going to decay or flip into tails. And the rate at which it's going to happen is that half of the sample will decay in 20 seconds. So I have my timer, and in 20 seconds I have to flip over half or 50 of these pennies. Ready? Go. I can't do it fast enough. Oh, it's not going to work. Can't flip fast enough. Oh no, I'm counting down. It's almost 20 seconds are over. Oh no, no. Okay, 20 seconds are over. So let's imagine that in 20 seconds, I have actually flipped over 50 pennies. Now, fortunately, I have set up, like on TV with the cooking shows where they show you one that's already made. So here I have, hopefully you can see, 50 tails and 50 heads. So here are my 50 pennies that have decayed. They are now stable. So in one half-life, in 20 seconds, half of them have decayed. I'm going to push these over here. So I have 50 pennies left. So in the next 20 seconds, I have to flip over half of 50 is 25 more. Let's see if I can handle that. Okay, I did it with a couple of seconds to spare. All right, so in that half-life, I flipped over half of the 50 that were remaining, or another 25. So I'm going to put these 25 over with my other 50. So after the second half-life, 75 of the 100 pennies have decayed. I now have 25 left. How long do I have to flip over half of these? That's right, another 20 seconds. So half of 25 is 12 and a half. I can't flip over 12 and a half pennies. I'm going to flip over 13. Ready? So I have 20 seconds, one more half-life, to flip over half of the remaining 25 pennies. Notice that it's going slower now. If I had a Geiger counter, you would notice that the Geiger counter wouldn't be as furiously clicking. It's not as radioactive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So in that half-life, I have now flipped over half of the 25 remaining, or 13. So these go join the other pennies. So now I have 12 heads left, and I have 88 tails. So now I have 20 seconds to flip over half of the remaining 12, or 6. 6 pennies need to be flipped over in 20 seconds. Okay, done. So in that half-life, I have flipped over half of the 12 remaining, or 6. Now they join all the tails. So now I have 6 left. How many do I have to flip over in the next half-life? 3. This is going to get really boring. Okay. You can insert the Jeopardy theme song right now if you'd like. Okay? So in that half-life, I have flipped over half of the remaining heads, or 3. Now, hopefully you get the point. In every half-life, you decay or flip over half of what was previously there. And eventually you'll get down to no pennies.